Alright, next one. The Office for Reclamation of Islamic Artifacts. Overview. The Office for Reclamation of Islamic Artifacts, or ORIA, is a paramilitary force answerable only to the Supreme Leader of Iran. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Dedicated to the collection and utilization of anomalous artifacts throughout the Middle East and Central Asia. Following the 1979 overthrow of the Imperial Iranian government, the revolutionary forces, and subsequent creation of the Islamic Republic of Iran, all Foundation personnel were expelled from Iran as agents of colonialism.
I mean, it's not entirely inaccurate.
Yeah, attempts at maintaining a clandestine presence in the country met with failure, with the majority of Foundation personnel either captured or killed in sites redacted, being captured by Iranian forces. To prevent Iran from being left behind in the field of extra-normal research, the ORIA was created by the secret decree of the Supreme Leader, Khomeini, in 1981. Despite its name, the group has not limited itself to the pursuit of anomalous objects of Islamic origin. Although ORIA has access to considerable resources, its effectiveness is hobbled by infighting among numerous factions within the organization. Some of these disputes center around philosophical differences, such as weaponization of anomalous objects, while others appear to be personal in nature. The proliferation of factions appears to have been intentional, as the organization of ORIA often leaves multiple commanders with overlapping areas of responsibility. It is theorized that the reasoning behind this arrangement was to prevent any one individual from accumulating enough power to pose a challenge to the Supreme Leader. That does not surprise me. With the spread of Iranian hegemony throughout the Middle East and Western Asia, the ORIA has expanded its reach across the region, becoming the foremost paranormal organization in the Middle East. The ORIA is to be considered a hostile force, and Foundation personnel are advised to use extreme caution when engaging. So this is probably going to go into evil categories.
I'm gonna imagine it goes in lawful evil.
I'm agreeing with that.
Because, again, big oppressive governmental organization, but anomalous interests.
Oh, this is apparently a document of Project Null, coding Null. Project Head Null, author Jet-Propelled Actual. Destination all officers. Memorandum Null. August 12, 1978. Confidential. Organization for the Reclamation of Islamic Artifacts. Sumerian, Tehran, Providence, Islamic Republic of Iran. From Chairman Mehdi Bazargan, Jet-Propelled Actual, to all field commander level officers, all facility commander level officers. Subject: regarding current political instabilities. Reference null, enclosed null. 1. This document is being forwarded specifically to higher level officers only due to certain political consequences. For myself, should the full content of this be revealed publicly. I trust all of you will behave with the utmost discretion when discussing the contents of this memorandum with your subordinates.
Discretion?
Be discreet, they're saying.
Well,
They're
yeah,
saying
but
it
I've
stupidly.
It's discretion.
Oh, whoops. Alright.
Oh, I didn't even look at the word.
Yeah, it's discretion. I have never heard it pronounced.
I can't see where she is. Oh, yeah, I see. Discretion. Bright's not clicking anywhere near it, but she's clicking near enough where I was able to see it.
Yeah. Anyways, 2. Oh no. The recent protests around Iran, which has served as a principal headquarters of this organization in the half-century since its inception, have grown too significant to ignore. While we have made every effort in the past to abide by the intent of the organization's founders to avoid official government association, I and the other members of the Central Committee have agreed that enforcing this separation is no longer in the best interest of the organization. 3. My sympathies with Rahullah Ayatollah Khomeini and his movement are well documented. While I know many in the organization disagree with the fundamentalism, I doubt there are many who, in their heart of hearts, feel that Iran is better served by the despotic role of the Western puppet king. I have been in contact with Khomeini, who is aware of and attentively interested in our organization, disturbed by its less than orthodox adherence to the strictest tenets of how the fuck do I say that?
Sharia? Or Shia?
Shia? Okay.
I could look it up very quick.
Yeah, 'cause I feel... I really don't want to say that wrong.
Yeah, I think it's just Shia.
I'm okay. Shia. Wait, that's not even the word. That's just Shia.
Oh, well, okay, I guess I'll just read it as Shia.
You know what? I'm gonna use DuckDuckGo.
I guess I should just continue reading.
Okay.
Yeah. Shia is...
DuckDuckGo has more accurate search results.
Oh. I see. So it's still Shia?
Oh. People are spelling it Shia or Shia, so I guess it's Shia.
Got it. Alright.
I don't know enough about Islamic stuff to understand the difference.
Yeah. Alright. Shia Islam, though he may be. 4. Two practical realities dominate the situation. First, we are not going to be rid of the Ayatollah or his movement. The Central Committee has projected a likely complete overthrow of the Shah's government and installation of some form of government under Khomeini by no later than this time next year. In assistance of opposition of this movement, which would not serve us, or autonomy, which would draw the ire of all sides, could lead to our destruction by those forces that do not understand the true role we play in protecting our homelands from foreign threats. Second, the Ayatollah is not likely to be rid of us. In my meeting with Khomeini, I revealed a specific portion of the plans for Operation Golden Horde, with a slight reminder that in a war of hearts and minds, 100-meter-tall golems walking the streets of Tehran are not likely to be viewed as a positive harbinger of the new government. Jesus Christ, he actually wanted 100-meter tall. That actually kind of makes sense for Iran. Never mind. 5. By agreement for Khomenites, ORIA will formally become a wing of the new government as soon as it's installed in power. The Ayatollah feels that a degree of oversight could help us come to understand proper orthodoxy in time, We will directly begin providing assistance to the protesters as we are able to, up to and including the special artifacts that we control. This will provide an excellent opportunity for field application and demonstration for the military capacities of our stored artifacts. In exchange for this assistance in our eventual sublimation into government oversight, I have been assured that our effective autonomy will not be tampered with by the new government. Our operations will continue unabated. Our continued inclusion of the non-Iranian personnel from across the Muslim world, including Sunnis, Kurds, pagans, and Jews, will not be opposed by the government, and we will soon be receiving direct funding from the national government of Iran, which should help us advance our cause. House F. Senate has directly insisted that they be left out of this arrangement. What little interest they have in human politics does not extend to revolution, and they have expressed extensive concerns about Khomeini. They have agreed that our judicial alliance shall be continued with ORIA as the principal intermediary between our peoples, but any disclosure of the existence of the Efsenites or any other jinn house may lead to the permanent termination of relations. I need not stress how damaging this would be for our cause. 7. I will be resigning my position as head of the organization effective immediately. The Ayatollah has requested, given my popularity and generally respected position among both fundamentalist Muslims in the country and some of the less enthusiastic moderates, that I take a more active role in his developing government. Muhammad Khatami shall replace me as the head of this organization as director, rather than being known as chairman. This title shall reflect the official name this organization will have within the new government, the Islamic Artifact Reclamation Directorate. 8. Protect our people, protect our nations, in all times. This mandate will always stand. 9. This memorandum, transmitted 23 Sharivar 1358, September 14th, 1978. Okay. Let's see. So I guess now we need to see an SCP. They have a joke SCP. They have a joke SCP.
And it's 666?
Yes, it's 666. This is gonna be the devil. I need to see this.
You have to look, don't you?
Alright. Wait. Alright, description. All individuals who board any vehicle or form of transportation that Dr. Gerald himself is controlling in any form are assured to die. Oh, well, that's just great. Testing has shown that even those who escape vehicles he has been driving are doomed. They are generally struck by another moving vehicle within minutes. In such cases, where passengers aren't near any other vehicles, they will fatally suffer an apparent anxiety-induced heart attacks. Dr. Gerald himself, oddly enough, always survives whatever horrors he puts a vehicle through. Additionally, all potential hazardous objects seem to become even more dangerous if he is manning a vehicle in their general vicinity. Knives penetrate more than their sharpness would accord. Normally benign oil tankers become moving bombs that will detonate with the slightest touch. Buildings lose any significant rigidity, and pedestrians seem to lose all forms of self-preservation, throwing themselves into his path. A mere bicycle ride can inflict the devastation of an EF3 tornado. What?
So it's just a guy. This anomaly is just a guy who's so bad at driving that he causes disasters no matter what. Everywhere around him.
That's a lot of destruction, though.
Addendum 666-1, Dr. Gerald was never to come within 25 years of SCP-462.
What was 462 again?
I don't know. Hold on. It's a 1968 Chevrolet El Camino. It's a car.
I mean, that tracks.
Yeah. Addendum 666-2, plans are being made to construct a vehicle which can contain 682 long enough for Dr. Gerald to actually drive it. Okay, so where does it talk about... What the fuck? Where is it? Huh? Do they own the SCP? Oh, wait. A research team hypothesized that the world blades are technically vehicles. We tested our hypothesis by having Gerald skate into ORIA's headquarters in Tehran. They were right.
So the only relation this SCP has to the GOI we're looking at is that they used this guy that the SCP Foundation used this guy to attack them.
Yeah. Okay, that was perfect. I'm sorry. Ooh, I haven't seen one of these in a while. An ARC SCP.
What's an ARC?
I don't know what ARC means, but basically the last one I remember is the Broken Telekill Sword, which basically a single cut will wipe the object or person or whatever it cuts out of existence.
Oh.
So I have no idea. And it's a Keter, of course.
Oh, fun.
Alright. Description. Object has been determined to be a sphere approximately 2 meters in diameter. This is based on thermal imaging, radar, and X-ray tests. It apparently emits radio waves, heat, and radiation of varying degrees. There's no evidence to suggest the artifact is capable of locomotion, but it also has not been ruled out. Volunteers of both sexes who have undergone castration of the testicles and ovaries are required to keep the object stable.
What?
I'm sorry. Previous to redacted acquisition of the artifact, it was cared for by the Vatican eunuchs. Presently, it is cared for by redacted, who are closely monitored. Proceeding as an excerpt from the research of Dr. Omid Mohammedian, the castrati used to attend the object are reluctant to discuss the object and never refer to it without provocation. The personalities completely change after the first exposure to the artifact, and the memories appear to become corrupted. When confronted by the scientific readings of the object, they become agitated and describe the object as a young black boy. What? When questioned about the artifact's abilities, they describe normal child behavior and refuse to acknowledge any paranormal activity related to the object. They do not appear to have a name for the object, or if they do, they do not discuss it with others. Their volatile nature makes it imperative that personnel restrict their contact with the castrati to the most basic of interactions, and that operators not attempt to gather more intelligence from the castrati. Continue to monitor objects' radioactive emissions, and thermal emissions, and any other emissions deemed necessary, record this data. The object itself appears to be sentient, or at least emotional. It will make various demands through the castrati, from literature to music, cloth to raw uranium ore. Its demands are always financially feasible and easily met, but completely indiscernible. There's no apparent pattern, but when denied anything it desires, it begins emitting dangerous levels of radiation for just less than 2 miles, and reaching temperatures of upwards of 450 degrees Celsius. That's probably hot as shit. Not.
That's probably hot as shit.
I don't know Celsius. I don't know Fahrenheit.
What?
Right?
Oh my God, Spray. 100 degrees Celsius is the boiling point.
Oh.
So yes, it's hot as shit.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you want to know how much it is in Fahrenheit?
Sure.
842.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I just slightly looked at the bottom and oh my god. Anyways. Not until its demands are met with the artifact reduce its lethal emissions, it has been observed that saturating castrati has a direct effect on the mood of the artifact, and green nim does as well. Also, the castrati should never be restrained and encouraged to spend as much time awake and with the artifact as possible. This has a drastically marked effect on the emissions of the artifact, reducing the potentially lethal emissions to almost zero. As long as this equilibrium is maintained, the artifact is harmless. Otherwise, it will become highly dangerous to life on Earth. Oh, that's great. The above is confirmed by current research. The artifact has a singular ability, however, that has only been known to be active when the artifact is approached by a human retaining their complete sex organs, and those who have normal levels of sex hormones. Immediately, the artifact will begin generating a massive gravitational field, pinning everyone in the room to the ground. Within a few moments, however, the gravity will become so intense as to destroy anyone and anything in the room, destabilize the bunker, and cause seismic activity. The gravity field is known to be effective to up to a 3-mile spherical area around the object and have a force of 22 G. Attempts to provide the artifact with castrated non-virgins have also proven disastrous, as the artifact reacted extremely similarly. The only difference, however, is that none of the other volunteers present in the room at the time, nor the room itself, suffered ill effects, only the transgressor. But the transgressor wounds were consistent with sudden exposure to extreme gravity. It is speculated that if the object were to be in proximity to sensible expressions such as kissing or even copulation, then its capacity for destruction would be unimaginable. Jesus, do not show it Pornhub. Procedure 112.t outline data expunged. Addendum. SCP-112-ARC is no longer at Site-19. It has been removed by agents of the Islamic Republic of Iran. Oh no. And a violent attack on Site-19. How the fuck did they get a hold of Site-19? That's where 682 and the others are. Jesus.
I guess they really want the destructive ball of anti-sex.
Yeah. Directed at SCP-112-ARC, it was successfully taken by the foreign agents, and the former facilities for 112-ARC are now being used to contain SCP Redacted. Fuel plans are currently under assessment. Also, the infiltration and leaking of these documents are now under investigation. The rogue agent known as Bijan is believed to be involved, though the nature and level of his involvement is currently unknown. Data expunged. Okay, so this is a serious issue that this organization has, this anomaly. Because, like I said, if it sees copulation or even kissing, its destruction would be unimaginable.
Yes, right.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It already gets very destructive around people who can feel certain things.
Yeah. Alright. So, now I'm gonna go to the quotes real quick. Alright. From the Memorandum 009 regarding Project 736, in protecting the Yazidis, you remind other minorities, the secularists, secularists, the Nasrani, the Zoroastrians, the Sabians, etc., that our organization has not abandoned them in the chaos of 1979, and that they remain a valued part of our community. And Memorandum 009 regarding Project 736 again, if we are truly follow our mandate of protecting our people and our communities, we must begin by protecting those minorities who are the most vulnerable among us. The intent of the Daesh militants towards the Yazidis is nothing short of genocide, as my operatives in this region have witnessed time and time again at Quantania, Sanjar, and elsewhere. And of Mats and Masquerades. Why did I say Masquerades? Why did I say it like that? I did the Masquerades in the Uo voice by accident. I'm sorry, I need a minute.
Take your time.
Why did I do that? Alright. And Masquerades, he stood on the Shajada, turned towards Mecca, and began to pray. Oh, that didn't really give much information. Alright, so... do we have enough information now, or should we look at something else?
I think we have enough information, it's just not nice information.
Yeah.
The question is, what kind of evil is this, besides destructive?
Yeah. Oh, I just deafened.
What? Oh, muted and deafened.
Oh no.
Is that shit okay?
I don't know.
Should we message them in private,
I
or?
just did.
Okay.
Oh, did you see the thing I put in Alphabet Mafia? The SCP thing? It's above your video.
Yeah, I saw that.
I want to know how to do that.
Oh my goodness.
We should probably go on an intermission while we wait for Hatchet. This will probably be the last GOI for tonight. Yeah. Anyways, so where in evil do we put this? I'm immediately ruling out incompetent evil, because they are very
They're
competent.
very competent, which is
Yeah.
not a good thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking lawful evil, but at least one of those quotes
Yeah.
to me implies that there's some amount of division on whether or not they blindly serve the state of Iran or have their own moral structures in place.
Yeah.
But I don't know, wholly. I would say either lawful evil or neutral evil.
Yeah.
Whichever y'all prefer. I'm fine with.
Yeah, I don't think they're on the same levels as Arcadia or Chaos Insurgency, Call of Scarlet King, and stuff like that. So they're definitely evil. But, like, I don't think they're that far down. 'Cause they do what they think is best for their country. Yeah. I'm kind of leaning more to lawful. Because they seem to, like, have their own morals on what this should be done and everything.
Fair enough. Is Jerry still here?
Yeah, Jerry's still
Yeah.
here. What do you think, Jerry?
Okay.
Anything that involves calling it a competent sort is good to me. I mean, I don't like the evil, but that's part of what makes it so effective.
Why are so many of the goddamn
Well,
groups
you
of
just put
interest?
it in chaotic neutral.
Oh, whoops! I meant put lawful evil. Why are so many of the fucking GOIs in the evil area? Like there's
Look, at least there's quite a few in chaotic neutral.
yeah, but majority are in evil.
Well, yeah.
I mean, when writing a story for the Foundation, you have to, like, if you're wanting the Foundation to be the good guys, with them being true neutral, you have to go pretty evil with them. With their opponents.
Oh yeah, I know there's one that's gonna get in one of the incompetents. The shark punching organization. That's gonna get played.
Wait, that's on here?
Yes, that is a group of interest.
Oh, okay.